Jay, 1 week we beat the top of the table, the other week we lose to the bottom of the table. It sums up United.
It does. I think that's probably our worst performance of the season, really. I mean, we've had some bad ones, Seville, Huddersfield, Newcastle, City here as well, but to lose to the team that are already relegated, basically, is pretty bad, and obviously it gives City the lead, doesn't it? I mean, this league was over anyway. I think the league was over as soon as City won here, but to go out, to give it them like that as well, it's just toothless today. It was really just disappointing all around. We've just got to bounce back now. We've got an FA Cup semi-final coming up. We want to win the FA Cup. We want to finish on a high. We've got to, bounce back from this and rally the troops.
The Sevilla game, this game, you'd think, given the victories over Chelsea, Liverpool, City, we'd be buzzing going into the semi-final, but it's flat at the moment. The players look flat. The fans are definitely flat. What's wrong?
I don't know if it took a lot out of them against City. You think they've had enough time to recover from that. I think there was a bit of complacency as well. I think even right up until probably they scored, you think, oh, we'll get a goal. This, it's done and dusted. And that's been a problem too many times this season. I think that was a problem against Seville. We never got going until they scored 2 quick goals and then it was too late. So yeah, it's all well and good beating Liverpool and City, and they're the games you want to win. But you've got, United won leagues and you win the league by beating the teams you meant to beat, and that's what we've got to do next season. We've got to come back stronger and beat the teams we're supposed to beat, the likes of West Brom and teams like that. We shouldn't even be drawing here at Old Trafford. They should be getting a good hiding. We should be going out and battering teams like this, not throwing the kitchen sink at them and getting nowhere as they walk away with a 1-0 when it's embarrassing.
You still confident about next week?
Less confident than I was this morning, but I think Mourinho in a one-off game, that's his sort of speciality. You'd fancy him to be able to outwit Pochettino. It's not going to be easy. Spurs, Harry Kane's back. He'll probably be in top form by the time, or hitting full fitness by the time we play him. But United at full strength, I fancy us to beat anyone on our day, and I think we can do it.
I wish I had your confidence, Jay. Thank you. Nice. United have lost 1-0 against West Bromwich Albion, and City are champions.
Devil, mate. You look at last Saturday, waste of time now. Do you think some of these players thought they don't have to turn up for that 45 minutes, and the Gardens rose there, but proved it today. When they scored, we didn't have a clue. 30 minutes, we're umping high balls in. It's no good. That's meat and drink for those West Brom. And I was disappointed, very disappointed. Cause I thought it was one of those games today I could come into the ground and relax and enjoy myself and watch the score 3 or 4. Terrible performance. And then we got a Wednesday night, it'd probably be the same again. And then we'll end up beating Spurs. It's just...
Are you still confident about that?
Yes, we turn up in big games, but we should be turning up in every game. That's why we're a million miles behind City. That was a false score that last week. City just caved in. Because we all know they should have been out of sight in the first half, but they never. But today was really, really disappointed.
Does it say something that when we're losing 2-0, we actually start playing football?
Yeah, but we shouldn't have to do that, should we? You know what I mean? That's not the United way. United way is to be entertaining. And what got me, no width again. There was one piece there, and I counted about 8 players within about 15 yards area, and it's no good. We need width. And I was watching Valencia today, and he's cutting back inside. And for me, he's being told that. And the player we got there to open key more bothered about haircuts at the moment. You know what I mean? He should be dominating games now, and he dragged him off, rightly so. But he wasn't the only one who was poor today. Lindelof getting pushed out of the way too easy. We got a few problems, mate.
Few problems. Are you confident we'll sort it out?
Got to sort it out, haven't we? We're Man United, biggest club in the world. It's got to be sorted out, mate. We got too many average players, so it's got to be sorted out quickly.
What next?
Leave it, Baz.
Come on, Baz. Come on, Baz. Go on, Baz.
No swearing.
That's how I feel at the moment, to be fair. That's how I was during the game.
Absolutely fucking shocking.
Don't swear, Baz. The children's programme.
Millwall, f*** them all. Man United.
It's just like if you want to pay 500 quid for a day trip and you want to see them on their seesaws. Do you know what I mean? On their swings.
I did get that.
Did you get that? 20 times,
No.
Man United.
Instead of playing football, they were on their seesaws, they're on their swings. We wanted to see a little bit of ball. That's it.
And we didn't have it. Agree, Webby?
Well, do you know what? I'm quite lucky because I live local. And I feel sorry for these. My mate brought his kid for the first day today. Now imagine that. Trying to get him to support United and all that. You know what I mean? So it's hard.
He won't be back, will he?
He won't be back, and you can understand now, you know what I mean? But we have to go again Wednesday night, mate.
Anyway, village people are here, see you later. Chris, City are champions.
Congratulations. Best team.
Kind of like we just wanted them to have it today, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but can you argue with it over the length of the season? Really, the best team.
Not over the length of the season, but was that good enough today?
No, they came out like it was a pre-season friendly. There's nothing to play for now apart from the FA Cup, is there? You don't have to play good in the league to win the FA Cup.
What was the problem?
I think
Was it just that complacency?
the bodies just seem to stay in the dressing room, and there was no urgency on the pitch whatsoever. Could you think of a chance where, in that 90 minutes, where we actually got off our seats and thought, yeah, we're going to score here?
Nope.
Exactly. Got to improve for next season, mate. Otherwise,
What's got to improve?
everything. Like they didn't come here and part the bus today. We made them look good because we just didn't turn up on the day. And partially, we're Manchester United and we're second in the league. Yeah, but City have won it. Congratulations once again. But they came out like it was a pre-season friendly, and just no urgency on the ball or anything. You had wingers with the fucking ball. Fullbacks are just hanging back. What's happened to the overlapping fullbacks, eh? You seen Sanchez with the ball. Valencia just stands there after he's given the ball. Fucking make a run. Give him something to fucking pass the ball to and cross the ball into the box. There's none of that.
Can we bridge the gap between now and next season?
I'd like to think so, but it's not looking good, is it?
How do we bridge the gap?
New signings. I'm not going to say it. I want Jose to go because I like him. Look at what he's done to us. He's made us from a 7th-place club up to second in the league. That doesn't happen just by fucking magic, mate. Do you know what I mean? City have fucking smashed it this year. They've got the best manager in the world, played some of the best football in the Premier League's ever seen, and we've got to match that next year.
It's that simple. Cheers, Chris. Will, United have lost, City are champions.
Terrible. We've literally last week, we've 2-0 down at half time. We've gone out in the second half. We've played best half of football that we've played in 4 or 5 seasons. Best. Then we've just come here.
What went wrong today?
We've come here today, and we've picked up the title, give it to Pep, and said congratulations, mate. Well done. We've done nothing today in that ground. Pogba was not in the game enough. Every time he picked up the ball, he strolled down the pitch. Nothing you could do really could change that game any sort of way around. As soon as that, I could see it coming from about the first half an hour that we was going to concede. But like West Brom, they're a decent team, but
A championship team, Will.
I know they're not that bad, but it's just a game that we should be winning, and that's just
Disappointed, yeah?
yeah. It's like stupid games like this, like Stoke away, that's dropped us and that's cost us the league this season. Stupid games like that have cost us the league this season.
After we just lost against West Bromwich Albion, are you confident about the game against Spurs?
No, not after seeing that, I have to say. I thought Mourinho took a risk taking Pogba off so quickly. I could see he wasn't playing great, but he was always capable of pulling something out of the bag when you need it. And once he's off the pitch, you lose a bit of something. I think he's got to be a bit more brave and be prepared to take Lukaku off every now and again. You have to remember, when we had 4 great strikers at Old Trafford, Solskjaer, Sheringham, York and Cole, they were all coming off all different times of the game. Fergie didn't have any problem with doing that. And the great game that we beat Arsenal in the semi-final and Giggs scored the wonder goal, Cole and York were on the bench, didn't even start that game. So you've got to be braver. And I'd like to have seen Rashford or Martial playing bang centre forward for at least 20 minutes without
Change things up a little.
Yeah, just to change it up. But I'm very disappointed. But you know, next week's another match, and fingers crossed.
Can we do it? Will we do it?
Well, we can do it because I didn't think Tottenham were great yesterday, I've got to say. So we both had, bad games before Saturday. Let's see who recovers best, really.
Thank you very much. Cheers, yeah. Maybe the lads, Abdullah, United have lost against West Bromwich Albion somehow.
I've seen a few people tell me they would have rather lost it last week, which just sends me mad because today says more about us than just City in general. I think we just sort of let off the gas a bit and sort of let it happen. We didn't really go for it in the first half. A lot of people, including me, do ask for the 4-3-3 week in, week out. But I think in that first half it was too static. Same as Stoke away early on in the season, same as Palace away. and he was just too static, because against these lower teams you do want more fluidity, if you get what I'm saying, on the ball going forward, and you don't get that. Yeah, the 4-3-3 is my preferred formation against, you know, the likes of City or Tottenham away, and when we haven't played it, it hasn't really worked out for us a lot, bar Arsenal away really. But yeah, I was a bit frustrated. I thought we should have gone maybe an extra attacker in there with Lingard in the first half. But yeah, it just says more about us really. We sort of didn't really want it enough, and City won the league. But people who actually think they'd rather lost last week having a laugh, they were ready to have a party in town last week.
But we did win last week, and we should have won today, though.
We
You
should
can't
have, we
lose.
should have.
You can't win last week and say, "Oh, I would have rather," you know.
Yeah, 100%. Like I'm saying, it was a poor performance. I'm just saying, you can't be saying that, because it's an anticlimax for them. They won it and they weren't even playing. They had to watch it on the TV, whatever. But you know, I would rather lost it today. That's all I'm saying. You can't be that daft to say that. But rubbish from United. Hopefully pick up FA Cup. And
how are you feeling after that one?
Bit shit. You don't really expect to lose 1-0 to West Brom at home. I mean, I kind of knew that it was going to happen. We were giving them too many chances, too much space. We weren't creating enough ourselves. The only thing we can really try and do is kind of try and shit house 2 games in the FA Cup, semi-final and the final, get some silverware in. You know, it happens a lot to us this season. We keep thinking, we come out of the pit, we come out of the tunnel, we think we're 7-0 up from the first minute, and we just play like that, as if we've already won. It's ridiculous. We need to be more clinical. We need to be making more chances. We need to be closing out these kind of teams, and it's just horrible as shit.
What was the problem today?
Well, just highlighted our inadequacies up front, really. Every time we got the ball, pause, stop, have a look. Pause, stop, have a look. You know, where's the width? I mean, we're just relying on Young and Valencia every time to provide the crossing. And this is a Pulis team at heart. Make no mistake about it. So pumping long balls in every other time, it's just not going to work. They're just going to deal with it, easy peasy. You know, I mean, where was the fight? Where was the passion? You know, we just came out with no sort of desire to really sort of get at them. You know, didn't get out of first gear. I mean, it's just frustrating all round, really, isn't it?
100%. Are you still confident about next week?
I mean, it's Spurs, isn't it? And Spurs aren't a winning team. They're probably not going to win the cup. But it's a matter of semi-final. Can they get to the final? Can we beat them? Can we stop their attacking force? I have no idea. I honestly couldn't tell you. After that, couldn't tell you.
Yeah, I got to agree with you, mate. I think Spurs, they have their own flaws. I think that was proved yesterday when City just carved them open. It's going to be a tight game, but I think it might suit us if we sort of sit back and play on the counter-attack after that, because it's clearly we can't assert ourselves when we're the favourites. So, you know,
Martial as well. Honestly, like we are, like you hosted it at half-time, I think, where you're saying that the only width we had on the pitch was Young, which is absolutely ridiculous. Like Young, you know, he's a great servant to the club, and he's done brilliantly to adapt to the left-back position. But if we've got Martial on the bench and Rashford on the bench, why don't we put them on? Why don't we play him? Why don't? Because they can, like I said, they can carve teams open. I don't know. The team selection for me wasn't right.
Frustrating. Cheers, lads. I'm here with John, Alex, and Lou. John, I'll come to you first. 1-0. Title Cities.
Yeah, it's really, really disappointing after that great performance last weekend to kind of just give up today. You know what I mean? It's kind of funny that City have won it without playing in a way. I'm sure they would have loved to win it playing, but
are you trying to grab a positive out of that?
Yeah. It's a very, very small one. And I know we won a title when I think Villa played away, and it kind of just really dampens down the whole thing. But it's one of those. It's so disappointing, but you could almost see it. Alex said that he fancied them getting a goal today. He said that we'd concede. I'm
going to be honest here. I never bet against Manchester United, yeah. And as they got their corner, I pulled out my phone and I said I'm putting money on West Brom. They scored before I could do it.
Oh man, got it.
Lou, coming to you next, Lou. We'll come to Al next. Al, coming to you next. All right, be ready. How you feeling after that one, Lou?
Disappointed. Not only that we've lost to bottom of the league, West Brom. I mean, respect to them. They've come here as usual. Whereas I think we come out thinking it's going to be we're going to win this match. It's not. Every single game in the Premier League is up for grabs, especially if you're a bottom of the league side. You're looking to at least not finish with low points, especially with Wolves coming up as well and West Brom going down. So it's just really poor, and also City winning the league is just absolutely terrible.
Shocking, innit? Al, angry after. Yeah, I know you're smiling, but can you? I know this is your job today. You're gonna cheer me and everyone else up. I'm in a mood. They're in a mood. United have got semi-final next week.
Yeah.
We're not feeling good.
Yeah.
Are we going to beat Spurs?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Positive?
Yeah.
Say it again.
Yeah.
Al, love you, mate. Thank you. You done a vlog today?
Yeah.
Yeah? Legend. So United have lost against West Bromwich Albion. I don't know how that happened, but Spurs next, you're confident?
I'm confident for Spurs, yeah, it's the FA Cup semi-final. It's the only thing we've got left to play for when you think about it. It's like, if we don't win the FA Cup, then I look at the season as a failure, because when Manchester United finishes second, it's not really good enough, do you know what I'm trying to say? So we have to win the FA Cup and finish second. Today against the West Brom side, we just gifted them the win. So we should have scored, we should have took our chances in the first half, and we didn't take our chances. So what can you say about the performance? It's poor today. We need to move it to Bournemouth game on Wednesday night.
What was the problem?
Going forward, we look really good attacking wise, but we just didn't take our chances, and it was poor from United. It's like giving West Brom a chance. These are our bogey team coming at Old Trafford. They're beating us the last couple of seasons here at Old Trafford. So if you give them a chance, they're probably going to score. So we didn't take our chances in the first half, and that was the poor bit about it.
Well, you're talking about chances, right? At home against a team 20th in the league, we didn't even create too many chances, to be honest. I mean, where was Sanchez and Mata supposed to be playing? I didn't understand. I mean, they're starting on, attacking on the wide, but they're coming in inside. So you're leaving Tony on the right alone. You're leaving Ashley Young on the right. They can't cross. Why wasn't Valencia crossing today? Honestly, I mean, how many crosses did he actually?
No, literally like 1 or 2.
Yeah, so, and we're talking about Spurs, in the FA Cup semi-final. We're pretty much in the same predicament as Spurs right now, right? Playing for second/third. I know Liverpool are in the mix as well. Who's hungrier? Are we hungrier? I mean,
I say, as a side, Spurs, they've been competing for the league for God knows how long. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Spurs have been finishing second, God knows how long. But we're Manchester United. We admire to win the league every single season. Doesn't matter where we finish in the season. But it's like Spurs. You can't really compare Liverpool and Spurs to us. Liverpool haven't won the league for.
But this season you can. I think is the point.
And look, I mean, to be honest, where's the semi-final? Wembley. So they've effectively got home advantage, more or less.
It's home advantage, but when you think about it, we've got the same amount of fans as they're going to have. Don't know what to say. At Wembley.
I don't take home advantage with semi-finals.
At Wembley, we lost against them 2-0, fair and square. They beat us. Do you know what I'm trying to say? But it's evens. It's a semi-final. Anything can happen in a semi-final.
I mean, to be honest, when we went out to Seville in the Champions League, second round, the season was effectively done and dusted there and then. We're United, we should be playing for the league every season. That was written off from December, January.
Do you think we created enough today?
We didn't create enough. We needed to create more, we needed to score more. Martial, he was playing that back, he wasn't playing running up the wings. That's what he needs to do. That's why Jose brought him on for Pogba, but he didn't do that.
Spurs next, you're confident?
Yeah, I'm going to be at the game and hopefully we can get the win there and go into the final and win the cup.
Fingers crossed. I don't want to see you crying outside Wembley, man. What's your thoughts on next week at Wembley?
I think if we play like today, we're going to lose. We need to play more direct. It's just more direct. We just need to play more direct. Yeah. Just more direct. We're passing side to side. No one's making those penetrative moves. I've got Sanchez just standing still, idle. I watched him for 20 minutes. I was shouting in the crowd, what is he doing? So for next week or the next game, we need to see that happening,
Jesse needs to start. Jesse needs to start. When he came on, beginning of second half, he attacks, he presses the defence back a bit. So Jesse needs to be involved on Saturday.
To be honest, we played poor. The whole game, there was no fluidity in the game. The passing and movements, we weren't quick enough. We can easily open this West Brom team up. Who are West Brom? We're Man United. But I'm thinking for the next game against Spurs.
Well, we got Bournemouth, Spurs. You confident?
But to be honest, if we play like that, we lose to Bournemouth as well. This didn't look like Man United. We played like West Brom. To be honest, we need to step it up. We need more. Jose need to play attacking. This defensive.
Tottenham coming soon. You're confident?
Depends on the tactics. I think Pogba today was a bit lapsy-daisy. I thought Mata should have been brought off at half-time for Lingard just to bring a bit of energy in. Sanchez was here or there. I thought he could have been brought off for Rashford and just go on from there. I thought the wing-backs like Valencia and Young were just dead all game. I thought, why aren't we playing Luke Shaw? Luke Shaw's got more energy, he can get down the wing and whip the ball in. We need to be bringing these youngsters through. I just think now it's just dead. Wednesday we got Bournemouth. Might as well give the youngsters like Gomez a chance, give them a run, see how they cope with the Premier League. Just rest a couple of players for Saturday and then go at Spurs.
I think he'll do that. He's got to do that. I mean, today, Shambles. The perfect word for that is shambles, honestly. I mean, West Brom, seriously. Embarrassing. I mean, I was talking when we was coming out, Justin, I says, you know, we beat City last week, and we come here today expecting 3-4, and I had to watch that. I mean, I don't know, Saturday, personally.
But it would kind of sum up United at the moment if we battered them next week after beating City and then losing it.
It's just deflating. I mean, I feel like them like out there, and I don't know. It's like my man just said, just bring in the youth players and give them a run. Because for me now, season's just honestly.
Finished.
I'm
nearly finished.
It is finished for me.
Shout out to Lukaku as well. I felt sorry for him today. He didn't get no service in that box today. The ball just kept going sideways. We threatened to cross the ball in, and it just wasn't going in. So I felt a bit sorry for him. So I just want to give Lukaku a big
service is awful.
How can we be confident for Sunday or Saturday? Because this is the second time this has happened to us. We beat Liverpool, and then that was a great win. We go into the next game, we get embarrassed by Seville. We beat Man City, now we go in here and get embarrassed. We just handed the title to him. It doesn't make sense whatsoever. And it's not fair on anyone who's paid money to come watch this. It's not fair on me who's travelled down to come watch them, or people from...
You got enough money though in the money team though, right?
I know, yeah. But too much though. I may as well just start spending on everything.
I totally hear you though, man. Thank you very much.
Don't expect to come and pay good money, just play like that. I've seen some horrendous Man United performances, perhaps the last couple of weeks, seasons even, but that is right up there with the worst. Valencia today, frustrating, shocking. How many crosses you actually got in the box? Next to nothing. Just got to hope we can turn it around. It's all the emotions of last weekend, having beaten City, gone. Absolutely gone.
Spurs coming soon. Big side. How are you feeling about that one?
It comes down to confidence at the end of the day. You know, the players went out there today, didn't look confident at all to me. The attacking was poor. I agree with the Lukaku comment. Stranded. You know, every time Valencia got that ball on the right side and trying to take it around someone is just pointless. When the ball was whipped into the box, Lukaku was looking strong. He was jumping. But I just think that Valencia did not have his head where he wanted it today. And at that point, you know, West Brom took the goal and they took the points. And for Saturday now, well, for Bournemouth it doesn't look good. For Tottenham, does it look even better? You know,
You can't say that that the better team didn't win today. West Brom were the better team, definitely.
Yeah, I 100% agree. 100% agree that we travelled all the way down here. The emotions it's ridiculous. We absolutely battered Man City, absolutely battered them, and then to come here and do this performance here, I didn't even see the same team. I did not see the same team. The hearts weren't in it. Absolutely, I couldn't.
Bring back Martial.
Free Martial. How you doing, Amy? You right? Thoughts on that?
Thought Pogba was slowing the game down. Like he was just stood there, and you've got like McTominay on the bench and everything. Since Sanchez has come, what's he really done? Like you've got like your homeboys like Lingard and Rashford. Why aren't they on? And like Martial he hasn't played any since like Sanchez has come, since this year really.
Unhappy with the tactics and that?
Yeah, definitely. I think like you've got like your McTominay and Rashford. Like, that's what Man United's about, like playing the youth and
get them on a pitch.
Yeah, definitely.
How you feeling after that one?
Very disappointed. Sanchez was poor. Pogba was a different man from last week. It's hard to understand. I'd like to see Sanchez on the bench for next Saturday against Spurs. Yeah.
Big shout that.
Yeah, he's a great. We know he's a great player, but since he's arrived at Man United, I think the team's been unbalanced. So I would make that decision next Saturday. So I don't.
You're still confident about Saturday?
Yeah, it's a different game next Saturday, isn't it? So we'll see what happens on Wednesday. Hopefully we'll get 3 points there, and we need to win the FA Cup, don't we?
Thank you very much.